Live from Fargo and serving you on TV, online, and on the go. This is Valley News Live at 6.
The wind is blowing across the valley. There are reports out of Grand Forks of wind gusts over 45 miles per hour.
And it's getting a little bit cooler outside as well, as temps are starting to hover around what we would normally see this time of year.
Question is, will that wind be sticking around as we inch closer and closer to winter? Let's go right to Hutch to find out what's in store for us tonight. Hutch?
More gusty winds as we head towards sunset and just beyond, but late tonight I expect wind speeds to taper off a bit. Peak gusts today reached over 50 miles per hour. The strongest were in the Devil's Lake Basin and along and north of Highway 2. We still see gusty winds over 40 miles per hour in Thief River Falls this hour. 36-mile-per-hour gusts recorded in Grand Forks. A look at the cloud cover, not much. We do have some in the Southern Valley, but it's going to remain quiet. A cool front has passed through, and that has brought us back down into the 50s. As we head into the evening, you can expect the 50s with winds over 20 miles per hour until just beyond sunset. Then the gusty nature of those winds will taper off. And as we head through the remainder of our work week, there will be more wind in the forecast. I'll have details on some rain as well here in a few moments.
All right. Thank you, Hutch. And make sure you have the Valley News Live Storm Team weather app so that you can keep up with the weather anytime, anywhere. You'll get the latest forecasts and conditions so that you can plan your day. All you have to do is search VNL Weather in the App Store and download it for free.
An 8-year-old is recovering tonight after being hit by a car in Grand Forks. It happened this morning at the intersection of South Columbia Road and 40th Avenue South. When police got on scene, they learned that the child was riding on a bicycle before being hit by that car. The child was evaluated at the scene, was released to the parents shortly after that. The 75-year-old driver from Grand Forks was cited for failure to yield to a pedestrian in the crosswalk.
North Dakota Governor Doug Burgum says state health and law enforcement agencies are being trained to use medication that reverses effects of opioids like heroin and oxycodone. Burgum says a $2 million federal grant will be used for the training. Last month, the governor ordered cabinet agencies to work with law enforcement and local and tribal governments to make naloxone available to first responders, community leaders, and individual opioid users and their family members. Burgum's order says the U.S. is experiencing an epidemic of opioid addiction. He says North Dakota overdose deaths more than tripled between 2013 and 2015.
Do you have old prescription drugs you don't know what to do with? Well, a partnership with Moorhead Police and Hornbachers might be able to help. Police and the Drug Enforcement Administration will be hosting a drug take-back event to rid your homes of potentially dangerous expired or unused prescription drugs. It's going to be held Saturday, October 28th. The Hornbachers near Main Avenue will participate from 10 in the morning until noon, and the Azul Hornbachers, located south of I-94, will participate from noon until 2 in the afternoon. The service is free. It's anonymous, no questions asked. Pills can be left in a bottle or put in a Ziploc bag. Liquids should be sealed in a bottle and secured in a Ziploc bag. Police ask that no needles be turned in.
A 37-year-old Fargo man will be spending a long time in prison for raping a woman at a Mapleton convenience store nearly 2 years ago. Today, a judge sentenced Abdul Rahman Ali to 26 years in prison. Ali was convicted of 5 felonies, including gross sexual imposition, kidnapping, and aggravated assaults. Ali is a native of Somalia and will likely be deported when he has completed his sentence.
Fargo police want you to know about new addresses for 2 high-risk sex offenders. Charles Carrington Jr. is living at 735 14th Street North. He was convicted in 2006 of sexual abuse of a minor. Daniel Grinder is at 1020 University Drive North. He was convicted in 2007 of gross sexual imposition. Both men were assessed by the North Dakota Risk Assessment Committee.
Here's some news that might make drivers happy. Crews are making some finishing touches on a major road construction project in South Fargo. They're expected to wrap up work on the 32nd Avenue South Bridge over I-94 by the end of the day Friday. You'll still have to deal with some temporary lane closures the rest of this week along 32nd and the interstate as crews do road striping and painting. And for your planning purposes next week, there will be another lane closure that starts Monday on 39th Street. That's near the Flying J. That closure should last about 2 weeks.
Members of a task force have been named that will explore options for the stalled Red River Diversion Project around the Fargo-Moorhead area. The group has 8 members from each state. It includes representatives from the Fargo-Moorhead Diversion Authority and Richland-Wilkin Joint Powers Authority, which is suing to stop the project. The group will give recommendations by December 15th. The first meeting is Monday.
A heartbroken family is looking for your help to bring back a 4-legged family member. Bella, the Basset Hound, was in Grand Forks this weekend when her owners were visiting from Duluth, but she got away. And now her family is hoping a social media resource can help bring her home. The Grand Forks Police Animal Control has a Facebook page where people post pictures of lost pets, and police officials say it's helping in a big way.
But from January 1 this year to September 30th, we've found 390 pets. And those are pets that private citizens have found.
Bella was last seen near the Ralph Engelstad Arena on the northwest part of town wearing a purple collar. If you want more information or you have a lost pet yourself, we have a link on our website, valleynewslive.com. You can click on this story.
The stars are lining up to come to Lakes Country. Headliners have been announced for the annual We Fest. Jason Aldean and Florida Georgia Line will join Carrie Underwood as performers for the 36th Annual Country Music Festival. The 2018 festival will take place August 2nd through the 4th. It's located, of course, at the Sioux Pass Ranch in Detroit Lakes, Minnesota.
My wife suggested shaving my head, and I said, honey, I love you, but that's not going to happen.
With October being Breast Cancer Awareness Month, many people in the Valley are doing their part to help out, including West Fargo Mayor Rich Mattern. Today, he decided to showcase the cause by getting 3 pink stripes, whatever, in his hair, one for every $1,000 that has been raised so far. Mayor Mattern, who himself is a cancer survivor, has raised the funds through his Real Men Wear Pink campaign for breast cancer and is adding pink to his look to acknowledge the donations.
It's a little brighter than I thought it would be, but I'll probably glow in the dark, but that's okay.
It is okay. If he reaches $5,000, Mattern says he'll dye his entire head of hair pink.
Keep the money coming in. A timely science-like project later on Valley News Live at 6. Find out what goes into making the best pumpkin launcher.
Up next, who's needing help and donations so they can help others.